Hello and welcome to another wonderful edition of the Business of Design. Today I'll be sharing the difference between working for a corporate organization as a graphic designer and working for others. Working for a corporate organization is quite different from working for other organizations because in the corporate world, how they do things are quite different from others. And as a designer, you have to learn how they work. So as a designer in a corporate organization, you have to be proactive, you have to be fast, you have to think on the spot. So I'll be sharing some experiences and some tips that will help fellow designers who are aspiring to work in a corporate organization or who are aspiring for contracts from corporate organizations. So I've been working for a corporate organization for quite a while as a graphic artist, which is quite interesting and challenging at the same time, because the way they operate in the corporate world is quite different from the way other companies operate. In the corporate world, they pay attention to details. I remember the phrase I learned while working in a corporate organization is you measure twice and cut once. So which is a kind of phrase that tells you that you have to pay keen attention to details if you want to be a fine corporate graphic designer. And the world is changing now. The organizations and companies are kind of building their in-house graphics team rather than contracting it out or outsourcing graphic designing in a corporate company, which is quite good because as a graphic designer you have to learn the trade of the corporate company you're working for you to understand how they do things, because it will help you a lot to put things together in the way they want it. A corporate organization deals with a lot of documents, a lot of proposals, reports, inception notes, concept notes, a lot of branding in a corporate organization. For you to be a fine designer in a corporate organization, you have to pay attention to details. It's very, very important because, the clients I deal with are very, very sensitive clients. They are very, very crucial to the growth of the organization. And, they compete with a lot of people out there. So any little mistake might put them off or out of a contract. So you have to be careful while laying out a document or designing a flyer or branding. You have to be careful about spellings. Yes. You have to learn how to use Grammarly. So anytime they send you a concept or they send you a design note, you have to go through it and make sure that all are intact, no grammatical error, no construction error. So you have to be very, very careful while laying it out. So look out for mistakes, word, grammatical errors and the likes. Is very, very important because the clients that deal with are high profile. Then also you have to spell out every abbreviation. For instance, CBN, you have to spell it out, Central Bank of Nigeria. Abbreviation may have a lot of meanings in anywhere or to any people, so you have to let them know this is what you meant by this abbreviation. And also the date format, you have to spell it out also. So then also in a corporate world, you have to know how to use font. It's very, very crucial and essential to know how to use font. If you are designing for a corporate organization, you have to learn the different types of fonts we have. You have to know where to use a sans serif font and a serif font. You have to know where to use a cursive font and a non-cursive font. In fact, avoid anything cursive when it comes to corporate design. People are quite busy nowadays. They don't have time to go through piles of documents and try to understand what you're trying to say. For instance, if it's a proposal, I have to find a way to spell out the key aspect you want a client to pick out quickly. So that's why if you're designing a document, maybe a proposal for a corporate organization, you have call-out boxes. Then you use a lot of infographics so that, at the first sighting, the client or whosoever you are trying to send a proposal to will be able to pick out key points that may be interesting to bid for the contract and the likes. Then finally, you have to be confidential. Yes, very, very important, because a lot of these documents are highly confidential, trade secrets. You can't afford to let your tricks or your playbook get out there to your competitors. So And as a corporate designer, a lot of confidential documents will have to pass through your decks. So you have to be confidential. That's why in a corporate organization, you have your own dedicated laptop connected to the cloud. So if you are the type that works as a freelance and also work for a corporate organization, it's very, very appropriate for you to separate your workstation. So have a separate, if it's possible, have a separate workstation for your freelancing so that it will mix up. Or maybe you won't mistakenly send your corporate organization document. Be discreet the way you handle these documents is very, very important. And also as a corporate designer, you have to learn the use of colors because color speaks a lot. So we have corporate colors. You have to just search on Google on corporate colors. You have quite a number of them and how to mix these colors. Thank you very much for listening today. I hope I've helped one or two designers to make better judgment in what type of designer they want to be. And also there are quite a lot of benefits of being a corporate designer. So thank you very much for watching. See you next time.